So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. The action has already started. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Merino, well read, and the danger is averted.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I think Mikel Merino is going to have a busy game in the middle of the park, Peter. He's a real footballer and not necessarily a midfield minder, but he can go box to box and be the team's most prolific passer. He really is an all-action player, and I expect we'll be seeing quite a bit of him.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Araujo. Barcelona are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Kubasi.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Balde. Gabriel Jesus. Arsenal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball.
Lewandowski! Loose ball now. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! Barcelona! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Zubimendi. Now, can they get him away? And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Eze. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Balde. Looking for options for movement. De Jong. It's Pedri, and that interception was most necessary.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Out of play for a throw. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Zubimendi. Lewandowski. Good ball, good take. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now this could be a chance. Passing nice and neat.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go against it.
It's Rashford! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Gabriel. Nicely shaped ball. And he cuts out the supply. Zubimendi.
Barcelona are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
The ball's gone astray. And that's not going to reach. Saka.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's had it nicked away. There's the whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Barcelona go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. There's the start of the second half. Gabriel. And it's Zubimendi. Shot a goal! Pedri. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Incapuyi. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus! He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Opts for safety. Koundé carries the ball down the right. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Lewandowski gets into a good position. It's Lewandowski! That is decidedly lacking.
Lewandowski clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Gavi. Searching pass he's played there. And he welcomes it in. And that is as far as they're going to go. Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Eze. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Barcelona with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. Gabriel, quarter of an hour into the second half. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Knocks it into space. Decent chance! It's in! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break. And it's very nicely done.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
El dorsal 7. El dorsal 20. El dorsal 22.
Barcelona suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness.
Havertz! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, what a climb! And he hits the net! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We have ourselves a real game here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Casado, Yamal, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Rice, and it's Rice.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And can he finish it? Cleared without complication. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. Incapuyi. De Jong hurtling down that right flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Kubasi proves too strong. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Waneri. That's a super... Has a shot! It's a loose ball. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Desperate defending required here. And he gets rid in a hurry. Incapuyi. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
5 minutes to add. Dani Olmo. And it's Bernal. Just eases him off the ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Havertz. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Ødegaard is on, takes a shot! So nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square. A draw and a highly... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Eder Militao did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Played back to the goalkeeper.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Elise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find a little bit of space and then do serious damage. But potential was always in his game from a very young age, and he's realising that potential now, and he really is growing into something quite devastating.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oh, super ball! Takes a shot! Goal! France! The breakthrough strike! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rudiger. Chouameni. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Vinicius Junior.
Madrid are behind here, despite their domination of possession. That has been cut short.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Camavinga. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Camavinga. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Camavinga. And it's Chouameni. Now Eder Militao. Carvajal. And it's Valverde. And it's Bellingham. Here's Chouameni.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Rudiger. Alaba. Knocks it into space. Bellingham. Camavinga. Here's Chouameni. Bellingham. Camavinga. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Good ball, good take. Alaba. And it's Bellingham. And it's Camavinga. It's a searching pass. He's in a great position here. He's found a way through.
Real chance! Really well taken goal. now, and they are cruising. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
El dorsal 9.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Vinicius Junior.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Searching pass he's played there. No luck with that dink over the top. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Carvajal.
Valverde. Muscular approach does pay off here. Mbappe threads one in. Thuram looking to get on the end of this. Chance, surely! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Thuram.
And the finish! He has done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
France are at the peak of their powers.
As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Vinicius Junior.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que pueden acceder a toda la información relacionada con nuestro equipo en nuestra página web oficial.
And we're off again. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Bellingham. Can he get onto this? And it's Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. And he's in. Camavinga! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Zaire Emery. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He's having a go!
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that is a little undercooked. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
So,
dorsal
time for
5.
changes
El
on
dorsal
both sides,
8.
actually.
El dorsal 6. El dorsal
Look, they've had their
7.
chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir
Serán
a revival.
sustituidos por el dorsal 21.
Oh, there's
el
a
dorsal
probing ball.
19, el dorsal 15. El dorsal 11.
Olise.
El dorsal 9. Se va a realizar
Now it's
un cambio de
Colomboani.
jugadores.
Tries to play it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Colomboani. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Defending was strong and firm. And here's Colomboani. Olise strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Nice looking ball. That is ended up in no man's land.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's a shade optimistic. Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Chouameni. That's a sharp pass. Out towards the flank. Endrick. Carvajal has it out wide and in space. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Madrid finding their passes. And a chance! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Now, can they get him away? Now he's off and running. That is good alertness. And here's Brahim Diaz. Now there's a fine ball. Rodrigo crosses it in. Conte. That pass has been well intercepted. Looking to play him in. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Dani Ceballos. Oh, easy pickings there. Arda Güler.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Can he get it through? Now it's Mbappe. That is Conte. Brahim Diaz. Goulet. That looks a good ball through. Conte. Looking tidy in possession here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That pass isn't the best. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And time is up. Madrid have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also shot a goal!
Their attempt, just the wrong outcome. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Thuram. Conte. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Vanderson. Zakaria. Rabiot. Thuram. Olise. Oh, nicely intercepted. France yet to have an attempt on goal.
Golovin.
Zakaria. And it's Zakaria. Monaco look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter.
Oh no, what has happened here? Here's Zakaria.
Golovin.
Balogun!
A real chance and a real let-off.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Pavard. They've switched it over to the other side.
Well spotted.
Rabiot for Olise. And it's Conte. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Diatta. Zaire Emery hurtling down that right flank. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. And here's Mbappe. And that is expertly dealt with. Diatta.
Oh, they can break here.
It's a searching pass. Always onto this. Vanderson. Couldn't squeeze it through.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Looking for options for movement. Decent chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Monaco with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Pavard. Rabiot is herring after that one. And here's Thuram, gives it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Aimed beyond the defence. And he's away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rabiot. Conte. Passing is crisp and sharp. Thuram is the guilty party there. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Diatta. Can he get it through? And that has been knocked clear. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Superb goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Monaco have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, there's the clearance. And smartly reclaimed. France still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Now it's Mbappe. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Balogun.
This is the time you need that pace.
Monaco are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Elise. Thuram is onto this. Teze gets rid without sophistication.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Mbappe. Now it's Zaire and real chance! Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Olise. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Conte. And here's Mbappe.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Zaire Emery. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Hernandez. Now it's Rabiot. It's Rabiot! In he goes again! Really well taken goal. France are back on level terms. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9, le numéro 10, le numéro 11, le numéro 14, le numéro 18. À leur place, le numéro 12.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 19.
That has certainly made things interesting.
France really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Spread out to the left. Tries to pass it through, and it's made its way to him. Delivers with wit, climbs up big! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Monaco really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Barcola. No, that's been intercepted. Searching pass he's played there. Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. This is it then, now or never. And the pass is intercepted. And he's there to get it away. Guendouzi. Conte. And it's Fofana. Looking for the run.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Big chance, corner.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So what can they make of this? And that will be the final act. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
The action has already started.
Now it's Diatta. And it's Enrique. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chance here to counter.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career.
Chance, surely! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Nice interception, well timed.
France have their second corner now. Monaco are looking to go forward now.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
And here's Rabiot.
Conte. Mbappe.
They just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Nice looking ball. Dink through. Mignon claims comfortable. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
France are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Played back to the goalkeeper. Saliba. Now it's Thuram. He's having a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. Olise goes short. Zaire, up he goes! Goal! France! The breakthrough strike! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
De France, après 23 minutes de jeu, le numéro 4.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Hernandez. France are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Oh, can he get onto this?
Conte.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
And he's forced to go back. And Pavard tries to play it through. Zaire Emery. Caio Henrique.
Well, they can break here. Ball is over the line.
And it's Diatta. Diatta strokes it back. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vanderson
Hurtling down that right flank. And it's hoisted clear.
Zaire Emery did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now, what about a counter-attack?
France can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Conte. France finding their passes. Zaire Emery gets a cross in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Monaco have it back and can go again. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Balogun. Little pass back, and he cuts out the supply. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Diatta. Threads one in.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Quality ball. And he thumps it clear. And the first 45 minutes are up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
France are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for.
Changement en cours.
Whistle goes and we start the second half. France carrying a one-goal lead. Rabiot. Olise.
And they win it back again.
Olise. Now this could be a chance. And it's Rabiot. Zakaria producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And now the breakaway. Driving on and making good progress. Aims beyond the shoots! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Upamecano. And it's Hernandez. Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. Big chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs.
Pings it across. Mbappe gets it away. Vanderson. Good ball, good take.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Pavard getting this one clear. Just about up to the hour now. Your impressions so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Colomouani could move up a gear here. He's in a great position here. Monaco can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Here comes the cross. And he can clear it away.
Monaco really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's Golovin. Spread out to the left. Kante is there to clear. Sends it crossfield. And now they can clear their lines. Teze. Now he's got space here.
Decent attempt that, just a little mistimed.
Changement pour
So,
la
time for
France.
changes
Le
on
numéro
both
10.
sides, actually.
Le numéro 11. Le numéro 18. Le numéro 14. À leur place, le numéro 20. Le numéro 24. Le numéro 26. Le numéro 19. Changement.
Minamino gathers from the goal kick. Monaco are looking to play on the... And the shot! And he hits the net! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Monaco grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. This is the time you need that pace.
They'll have one final crack at it. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's gone looking for safety. Nice control. Doué is onto this. Fofana tries a shot!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them.
And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. And smartly reclaimed. Zakaria.
Il y aura
Here's
2 minutes de
Minamino.
temps
That's a
additionnel.
cute ball. Chips it through. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Hernandez. The final seconds now. Barcola. Great vision. Chance for a shot! And that's that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner.